what family brings to a person is something else. As in the people who are important to me, when I come back to them, for me that is home. In Bombay it is when, fortunately or unfortunately, when Huma's here, this is home.
Hi, I'm Huma.
And I'm Saqib. This is Asian Paints, where the heart is.
Welcome to our home. For me, the most special thing was when we came to Bombay, we decided to live together. You know, I think a lot of people get really surprised because they're like, "Arey, but you know, you can always have your own separate spaces, and it's kind of very cool to do that." And I feel like family is very important, and the fact that we're away from home, like where we grew up, so we want to always be together and be there for each other. So he should never feel that I'm too far away from him, because that's just how we are as people.
I'm like, Huma, we've been staying together for the last 7 years. So we still think about it like, Shadi ke baad, will we stay together? Will we have like a big house of you staying in one part of the house, me staying in one part of the house?
No matter how annoying it gets.
Yeah, it gets very, very annoying sometimes, but you want this person to be around you all the time. So I think the only thing I carry around all the time is her.
Thanks, Saqib. So let me introduce you to my family. This is our lovely family wall. That's my Nanu, my mom, daddy. That's baby Bratty Saqib.
And that's portfolio Huma. Come, closer, come. Look at this. What a beautiful picture.
This is our dining table. This is where a lot of lunches and dinners and conversations happen. So this really is like the heart of our home.
So this was bought about 3 years ago, and we just moved into this space. If you see closely, every chair on this table is different.
We like this kind of furniture, very lived-in homes, distressed furniture, lots of color, lots of textures. It is a little arty, but then we are little arty.
She is.
I'm artistic, as I like to put it.
So I think when it comes to all the household decisions, that how, what light, what kind of TV you want to get, all this is Huma. I'm maybe the person who executes those things, but the planning does come from here or from.
I like how you're making me sound like the matriarch and so important. Thanks.
No, you are important, yaar. Why not?
This is my most favorite corner. All my books, some of my books. I love reading. I like to collect real books that you can touch and feel and hold. Are like very important to me. I think I think traveling and reading are two ways in which a person grows so much. So I think from a very young age, my mother would always take me. Whenever I wanted something, and she said, "Okay, it's your birthday. What do you need?" I said, "Don't buy me anything else. Just buy me a book." So even now, it's if you have to gift me something, just buy me a book.
I have my den. That's my TV room where I watch all my movies. So it's got like an L-shaped couch. So that's my space of the house, to be really honest. It's got a nice window, and it's got like nice light coming in from there. So it's pretty cool. I have my PlayStation there. I don't think a guy my age wants anything else but his PlayStation. So yeah, that's pretty much my corner.
My favorite corner, either has to be the terrace, because I like to sit there, have my coffee in the morning. So I don't know, somehow it just seems like, I'm in a place outside the hustle bustle of Bombay, and that for me is really important. In the morning when I'm sitting there, often like the birds are chirping, or you can just hear those early morning sounds, which I find very, very peaceful and beautiful. So I like to spend a lot of time there.
Huma saw the house first, and I remember we used to stay in Andheri at that time, and she came back and she's like, I have found the house we should be staying in. And everything was going great. And I was like, Huma, we don't need to shift, we don't need to get a new house. She's like, no, you have to see this house. I walk in from that door and I see this terrace area and I just fall in love. And I'm like, okay, this is it. So I'm going to show you my most favorite part of this house, which is this space. This is my terrace and this is my best friend. जब भी मैं गुस्सा होता हूँ सारा गुस्सा इस पे निकालता हूँ. जब भी मैं खुश होता हूँ इसके साथ सारी खुशी शेयर करता हूँ. So I spend most of my time here preferably in the evenings. So I think if you find your own space, what I mean is your fitness space within your house space, nothing like it. Always in my life wanted to be a cricketer. To a point I used to train twice a day. In that regard, fitness has been a huge part of my life. First, when I was a cricketer, it happened unknowingly. We were running around, playing the sport. But since I've become an actor, of course, fitness is very important. One needs to make sure that you are always looking your best.
My idea of home is, I think, a place that you come back to and you connect with your family. You share a lovely meal, a place which is comfortable, in which you can just be yourself and also express yourself. I think it's like my little nest to come back after like a long, tired day and either, roll up with a nice cup of coffee or have a nice meal with my family. And I think that reflects in our house as well. We wanted to always, remind us of our roots and who we are.
So there are certain questions that you guys have asked us.
You go first.
Okay, the first question is, what is that childhood habit of Huma that she hasn't gotten rid of? Is waking up in the morning and bringing the whole house down.
What's rubbish?
Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
Okay, go for it.
One. What is a sibling's secret code? I don't know if it's a secret code or not, but I think Saqib and I, we have this vibe. We keep fighting with each other. And we want to divide the room always into seeing who will take whose side. And then later,
But then Huma is always disappointed by the end of it.
We try to see what is Team Huma and what is Team Saqib.
Dash is where my heart is.
Family.
Yeah, home is family, so home is where my heart is.
If our walls could speak, they would tell you ...
That Huma don't annoy Saqib in the morning.
If our walls could speak, they would tell you that despite all the madness and the leg pulling and the fun and the banter, we are this really close-knit, mad family.